Hold on. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching the Frank Fernandez Show. This is me, Frank Fernandez. This is David Miles, my buddy, my right-hand man. You can email the show at ffernandezshow@yahoo.com. And right now, we're going to go right into the show phone call with my dad. He just called, and we're going to talk some baseball. So, Dad, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
So, what you think about that blown call yesterday from that perfect game from Armando Galarraga?
You know what makes me a little about that call is how cool the pitcher was about it. You know, he was so calm about it. You know, it's amazing that an umpire could just do a call like that and lose somebody's life like that. I mean, this once in a lifetime thing. You know, it's pitching a perfect, I don't know, a perfect game. You know, it's like a dream for the fans. Peter, it was a perfect game, so he proved the way it was.
He said it himself that the reason why he didn't argue with him is because he thought that that the runner actually beat him to the base. So that's the reason why he didn't go. He kind of gave a smile, but not one of those awesome smiles, but a smile like, I'm so pissed off that I don't want to show it, that I just want to laugh it off, kind of, in a way. But I mean, it's still a shame that baseball takes it away. I mean, Bud Selig had an opportunity to overturn it today, and he didn't overturn it. He ended up leaving it as it is. But even if they would have overturned it, I mean, would you actually care if you were the pitcher? Would you actually wanted the game overturned if you were him right now? Because I mean, your moment's done.
Yeah, your moment's done, but the accomplishment is still there. You know, it's a perfect game. You know, maybe it's the first perfect game, 28 up, 28 down. I don't know, you know, because it's basically what it was. He 28 years and retired all 28 of them. But even after the game, when he saw the replay, he's like, well, the umpire apologized to me. Not every umpire will actually call you up and take the time to call you and say, I'm sorry. You know, still, the guy took it so amazingly well that it's amazing, you know. Did you see my younger brother killing the umpire? He threw out the whole out after the play, you know, when he was pitching to the other hitter?
It looked, I mean, the bench cleared pretty much, so it kind of looked like the Detroit Tigers were going to fight against the umpires, like if it was a regular brawl against a team, like if they got hit by a pitch or something like that.
Yeah. But you know something? Yeah, I would have still liked to have seen the play overturned. But let me ask you one thing: what if that would have been the last hitter, and instead of out, they would have called him safe? And after you see the replay, you see that the guy was literally out. I mean, the guy was literally safe, and they called him out. For instance, who actually return the play back and take the no-hitter away from the guy after the celebrating and everything?
I mean, are you talking about like if instant replay is gonna be put into baseball?
No, what I'm saying is, you know how the guy was actually out, or they call him safe?
Right.
Imagine if he would have been safe and they would have called him out, and the umpire would have actually given the pitcher the no-hitter or the perfect game when the batter was actually safe. If it would have been the other way around.
I understand what you're saying, and if it would have been the other, if
could they actually look back and show the replay and wow, the guy was actually safe, and they called him out. So let's take the no-hitter away from him now.
The
you
only
know what I'm saying? It's a big controversial. You know what the bottom line is? They got it for replay on baseball.
And you're absolutely right. And me and David were talking about that earlier, and it's pretty much. But you have to know when to put it out. You can't put instant replays on balls and strikes. You can only put instant replays pretty much on foul balls, home runs, and any play out on the base pads. And the other question is, I mean, let me get your opinion on it. The other question is, who decides when it's a replay? Do we do it like in football, that we give them a flag and they throw the flag up in the air, and you know they get one replay each? Or is it how they do it in basketball, that the umpires get together and then decide whether or not they're going to make a replay?
Do it like in basketball. The same way they're doing it when there's a home run. They all get together, they go see the game, and they come back, and it's a home run. They call a bubble, whatever it is.
Right.
Do it like in basketball.
I mean,
no flag in baseball.
No flags in baseball. But okay, but see, the reason why I was thinking they should do it in basketball is because it's more honest, because the umpires, when they're in their circle, nobody knows what they're talking about. They can be honest with each other, saying, "Did you see it? No. How about you? No, I didn't see it. What about you?" That way, they can all get together and make the decision. Now, the problem that a lot of baseball purists are having with this is saying that, it's going to slow down baseball too much. It's not right to the game, this and that. But don't you agree that it would take the same amount of time to look at a replay than it would be for a manager to go out there and making a fool out of himself, throwing bases, dirt, and screaming at the umpire?
No, definitely. You need replay. Baseball is long. It's long. It's still a very slow and long game. Well, it's not going to make any difference when you play the game 5-10 more minutes. And make sure you get the calls right. I mean, this would be the 21st perfect game in history. I mean, this would be the first time it would have been 3 perfect games in a season. And and it was just, you could see every possible replay. Even when I watched it live, I just put my hands on my head and I don't like Detroit. I had no idea who this pitcher was. I mean, I was actually watching the hockey game, and I switched over to ESPN because the Cardinals were playing. And they talked about that there was a perfect game, and everybody they love sports actually likes a perfect game. Whether you like baseball or not, a perfect game is a perfect game, and everybody likes to watch it. And when I saw a player call safe, I literally threw my hands on my head in my bed, and I just wow. Like 5 minutes, I was stunned for 5 minutes. I could not believe what I was seeing. And this is the 21st century. There's got to be, it just can happen. No. I mean, they talk about maybe put the replay only in playoff and World Series. I remember in 1985 that Cardinals actually lost the World Series because of a bad play on first base. That they called the runner out and the runner was saved. So this has been going on in baseball forever. It's just that it has come a perfect game, especially with outs.
Right. I got you. Hey, Dad, we're running a little over time with you on the line. I'm gonna give you a couple questions. I want to see who you think. Who's winning the basketball game tonight?
You know what? The Celtics have beat the Lakers 9-11 finals. They faced each other. When I was younger, I was always cheering for Boston, but I do like the Lakers. I'm for the Lakers.
So you think the Lakers are gonna win it? And how many games?
The Lakers are 2. Yeah.
How many games?
I think the Lakers are 6.
And 6. All right. So last question: Who's gonna win the Stanley Cup?
You know what? Ever since it started, I always pick the Hawks in 5 games. And definitely will never win in 6 games. The Chicago Blackhawks that's the time. They play very, very good. They played very, very good yesterday. They'll win this. They'll win it in 5 or 6 games. I say 5.
There you go. That's from a Hawks fan. The Hawks are going to win it. All right, Dad, thanks for calling. I'll give you a call a little later, bro. Thanks a lot.
All right, son. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right.
Thanks for having me, and bye.
I love you, Dad. There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth. He pretty much agrees with everything that I was saying earlier in the video. And I don't know if you guys are able to see the background, but that palm tree, I see nothing but shaking. So I'm glad David made the executive decision and moved us inside. Lizard pit. So long for today. So we pretty much went back into baseball and into the whole no-hitter, and that's another opinion. I'm glad my dad called and he gave us his opinion about it. So I mean, that's what it is. We're gonna cut early on this tape so we can start a new topic next tape. We're going right into basketball, baby. It's going down. The NBA Finals start tonight. Lakers, Celtics. The rivalry continues. We'll be back.